The father had two sons, but you know what I learned about this? It didn't say anything about the Lord. Amen. How many read that? Anybody read that? Amen. But the father needs some respect. And I'm here to let you know those that don't have children, their stepchildren. Sometimes the hardest person that has a problem is their stepfather. Amen. They already give him some trouble. But I was looking and read about this. I said, what is that about? It was the stepfather that stepped in and do what the other guy supposed to do and didn't do. Right. Now y'all quiet, but I need to let you know that Joseph and Mary, Joseph in the Bible, was Jesus' stepfather. Right. Amen. And even Jesus moved on. He wasn't disobedient, but Joseph had to go look for Jesus. He said, where is Jesus? He said, he's over in the synagogue. He's preaching now. He was 12 years old. Amen. But then you need to respect that. And the reason why it seems like that stepfather got a lot of trouble because he's dealing with another seed. That seed of that child that comes from someone else, sometimes they will balk. And they will call the stepfather to go back. Amen. Because, but let me tell you something. I don't mean no harm, but it's a mother's job to talk to their children and say, listen, the other guy didn't do what he's supposed to do, but this guy knows what he's supposed to do because he's stepping in. Now you're going to respect that because I made choice of that man, so you can respect that so the house can be blessed and we can move on. Yes, come on, say amen. Oh, yeah. Amen. But then I have all of that. Amen. But let me tell you something. We got to love one another and show some love. Right. Amen. And that same son, he turned around, the younger son went to his father and said, Father, give me the portion of good that falls me. But you know what he did? He didn't argue with it. Some fathers don't argue. They just said, let him go. He'll be back. Let him go. He'll be back. Amen. But he got up that morning. Mothers were crying. Mothers will do that. They have it on their heart. That's my son. That's my daughter. When the boy gets locked up in jail, first thing the judge says, boy, where is your mama? You don't ask him where your dad is. You say where your mama. Because most times the dad ain't around. He pick up one bad habit, sometimes the dad is have. Amen. We can't just cover the child do wrong. You see him on TV, he was a good child, yeah, but he had a gun in his hand. He was a good child, yeah, but he robbed somebody. He was a good child. Oh, he used to be just my old Pookie Wookie. And, my Pookie Wookie don't bother nobody. Yeah, but he robbed the store.